Okay. So in the last class, you have solved some problems on the Gmain level. Now today we will see some other models on this problem. So particularly for the Gmain level problem, we can understand that no problem will be indirect. No problem will be indirect. So we have to think about the problem. We have to get the idea. So that's why logical approach is very, very important. So at least after 4 or 5 steps, we have to think about it. Okay. So that's why we require to practice such type of the questions. Then only we will get the idea. Otherwise, it is very difficult to get the idea. Okay. So that too, compulsorily we will get one question from the integration in the Gmain. So if you get the idea, then the problem is very easy. Only the thing is that at the starting, how to start the problem. That is only the important. So if you get that idea, then automatically the remaining problems easily we can solve it. So look at one problem here. It is given that integral d theta upon cos square theta into tan 2 theta plus secant 2 theta, tan 2 theta plus secant 2 theta, which is equivalent to lambda tan theta plus 2 log mod f of theta plus c. Then what is the value of the lambda comma f of theta is equal to how much? What are the values of lambda and f of theta? Okay. So just observe that problem. And once observe this, here we have 1 by cos square theta is there. This 1 by cos square theta we can write as an secant square theta. Okay. If there is a secant square theta in the numerator, that secant square theta is the derivative of the tan theta. That's why compulsorily in the remaining terms we have to bring the tan theta. So for that, we know the formula for tan 2 theta, we can write as an 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta, we can write it plus. And we also know the formula for cos 2 theta in terms of the tan is 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. So secant 2 theta becomes the reciprocal of it. It is 1 plus tan square theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. So like that, we will express completely in terms of the tan theta. Now we will take the LCM, where LCM is 1 minus tan square theta, that goes to the numerator. So it is integral secant square theta into 1 minus tan square theta upon, observe the denominator. It is tan square theta plus 2 tan theta plus 1 is there. Tan square theta plus 2 tan theta plus 1. So that is, we can write 1 plus tan theta whole square. 1 plus tan theta whole square d theta, we can write it. Okay. Now, observe the numerator, there is a 1 minus tan square theta. That is, we can write 1 plus tan theta into 1 minus tan theta. So 1 plus tan theta gets cancelled. So the remaining is 1 minus tan theta upon 1 plus tan theta is the remaining into secant square theta d theta. The problem simplifies like this. Now the substitution is that we have to take tan theta is equal to t. Tan theta is equal to t, because every time I will don't need to write all the steps. So keep that in your brain only. Keep that tan theta is equal to t. Secant square theta d theta become dt. Then the problem is integral 1 minus t upon 1 plus t dt. The problem changes like that. Now we have to evaluate this. How can you evaluate this? So for evaluating this, since the numerator and denominator degree is the same, so then when the degree is equal or numerator degree is more than the denominator degree, then it is called an improper fraction. If it is an improper fraction, the procedure is that we have to divide the numerator by the denominator. So numerator is minus t plus 1. We will divide that by the denominator, which is t plus 1. Okay. Now since here first term is minus t, to get the minus t here, we have to multiply this by minus sign. So minus 1 se multiply karo. So minus 1 into t is minus t minus 1. Now we will subtract them. So this is getting cancelled, it becomes 2, which is the remainder. Now therefore this fraction we can write as an quotient plus remainder by divisor. So like that we will express this dt. Okay. Now we will integrate this. If you integrate this, it is integral minus 1 dt, that is minus t, plus 2 log mod 1 plus t plus c. So this is the integration of that. Now compare this with this, where t means that is the tan theta. We have taken the tan theta is equal to the t. T means tan theta. Tan theta coefficient is lambda. Therefore, the value of the lambda is minus 1. And log mod 1 plus t. So f of theta is 1 plus t. Therefore, f of theta becomes 1 plus t means tan theta. So this is the answer for that. Lambda is minus 1 and f of theta is 1 plus tan theta. Okay. So like that we should have the approach. So this is the problem which was asked in the 2019 GMAT. Take that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, look at the next problem, and next model of the problem is integral dx upon x plus 4 whole power 8 by 7 into x minus 3 whole power 6 by 7. X minus 3 whole power 6 by 7. Okay. Now, look at this model of the problem. How to evaluate this is important for the CET also. So, whenever the problem is of this model, always the problem will be like that. If we add these two powers, always we will get an integer only. So, if you get an integer, then only you can able to solve such problems. Okay. The sum of these two powers compulsory should be an integer. 8 by 7 plus 6 by 7, which is 14 by 7, which is 2, which is an integer only. So, like that if it is there, then only you can able to solve such problems. Here how to do is dx by, here 8 by 7, 6 by 7 is there. So, by 7 means that represents 7th root over. 7th root over x plus 4 whole power 8 into x minus 3 whole power 6. So that is the given problem. Okay. Then what we have to do is multiply and divided by any of these terms, either by this or by this. But if I divide by this, take the power of the second function. If I multiply and divide by this, take the power of this. Okay. So here I will multiply and divided by x plus 4 whole power 6 upon x plus 4 whole power 6. So with that term, I will multiply and divide it by this. Okay. If I multiply by this function, for this I have to take the power of this. Multiply by this function, I have to take the power of this. Okay. So, आपको ये पसंद नहीं तो ये ले लो, बट इसका पावर ले लो. मीन्स x minus 3 whole power 8 से भी मल्टीप्लाई एंड डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम. देन just observe here, x plus 4 whole power 8 into x plus 4 whole power 6. How much it is? X plus 4 whole power 8 into x plus 4 whole power 6. If you multiply these two, it is x plus 4 whole power 14. 7th root over x plus 4 whole power 14, that is 1 by x plus 4 whole square. Okay, that is going to come out of the root. The remaining is 7th root over x minus 3 upon x plus 4 whole power 6 will be there, dx. So this is the remaining. Okay, because this term I have written the outside, this upon this will be there in the denominator. Now, whatever the term we are getting here, let x minus 3 upon x plus 4, I will take it is equal to say t power 7 I will take it. Why? Because there is a 7th root is there. 7th root is there. To eliminate the 7th root, I will take it as a t power 7. Now if I differentiate it, we have to go for u by v. So now we will differentiate this. So if you differentiate it, u by v, if you apply it, it is v square in the denominator. The numerator you have to write x plus 4 as it is into x minus 3 derivative is 1 minus x minus 3 write down as it is and x plus 4 derivative is 1 into dx is equal to, it is 7 t power 6 dt. That is the derivative of that. Okay. Now observe the numerator, x and x gets cancelled. 4 minus of minus means plus 3. 4 plus 3 which is 7. So this 7 and 7 also gets cancelled. Remaining is 1 by x plus 4 whole square dx is there, which is equal to t power 6 dt. So you can observe that exactly the term is here. 1 upon x plus 4 whole square into dx is available. That is t power 6 dt. Therefore, this problem is integral t power 6 dt upon. So this is, we have taken the t power 7. So t power 7 means this 7 and 7 gets cancelled. Even this t power 6 will be there. The denominator also will have the t power 6 dt. So where t power 6 and t power 6 gets cancelled. Remaining is integral 1 dt. So integral 1 dt means that is the t. So plus c. This is the integration of that. Finally, we have to substitute the value of the t. We have taken that t power 7 is this much. Then the value of the t means bring this 7 this side, that become 7th root over. So therefore the answer is x minus 3 upon x plus 4 whole power 1 by 7 plus c. So this is the answer for it. So this model of the problem. Okay, whenever the problem is of this model, in the denominator multiply by either this function or this function. To multiply by this function, take the power of the second function. With that, multiply and divide by this. Suppose if I take this function, take the power of this, means x minus 3 whole power 8, so multiply and divide karo. Okay, then this x plus 4 whole power 6 into x plus 4 whole power 8. That means x plus 4 whole power 8 plus 6, 14. So 7th root over x plus 4 whole power 14 means that is x plus 4 whole square will come out. The remaining terms will write it. So generally, whatever the function is there here, take that is the t power 7. Whatever this is there, take it is a t power 7. Or otherwise, blindly we can write the answer as whatever the function we are getting in the fraction, have this power, means here by whole power 6 is there, eliminate that, then this remaining will be the answer. That is 7th root over x minus 3 by x plus 4 will be the answer. Okay. So like that directly also we can write it. Take that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Next, look at the next problem. It is given that integral cos x upon sin cube x into 1 plus sin power 6x whole power 2 by 3 dx is equal to f of x into f of x into 1 plus sin power 6x whole power 1 by lambda whole power 1 by lambda plus c. Then what is the value of then lambda into f of pi by 3. You have to find the value of this. Lambda into f of pi by 3. Just observe this problem. First think about the problem and give an idea. Tell me what we can do here. What we can do? If you observe the numerator, there is a cos x, right? Cos x is the derivative of sin x. That is there in the denominator. So first the substitution is that let's take that sin x is equal to say t. Take that sin x is equal to the t, then cos x dx becomes dt. Then the problem is dt upon sin x, if it is the t, it becomes t cube into 1 plus t power 6 whole power 2 by 3. The problem changes like that. Now to simplify this, from this 1 plus t power 6, take the t power 6 common. T power 6, if I take the common, tell me how much will come out? T power 6 common निकाले तो power 2 by 3 is there. So t power 6 whole power 2 by 3. How much? T power 6 whole power 2 by 3.
T power
Power 4.
Into t cube. Total t power 7. If it is a t power 6 common, this is 1 by t power 6 plus 1 whole power 2 by 3 will be there. Dt, right? The problem changes like that. Now, there is 1 by t power 6 is there. Tell me what is the derivative of 1 upon t power 6? 1 upon t power 6 derivative is what? Derivative. 1 by exponent formula, you know it, no? 1 upon exponent derivative formula is
minus 6 by 1.
no, minus
Minus
6
6.
upon t power 7. So here 1 by t power 7 is there, no? So this will be the derivative of this function. That's why here I will take the substitution is that 1 by t power 6 plus 1, take it as a k cube. Take another variable k cube, I will take it. Why? Because there 2 by 3 is there. So eliminate this by 3, I will take it as a k cube. Now if I differentiate it, the derivative is minus 6 upon t power 7 dt is equal to, which is 3k square dk. 3k square dk. Okay. Now divided by minus 6, 3 upon minus 6 means minus 1 by 2. K square dk is 1 by t power 7 dt. So 1 upon t power 7 dt becomes minus 1 by 2 k square dk upon. So this value we have taken the k cube. K cube whole power 2 by 3, that is also k square. Okay. Now this k square and k square gets cancelled. That is minus 1 by 2 into k square gets cancelled. Remaining is integral 1 dk. Integral 1 dk is k plus c. So that is minus 1 by 2 into k. K means we have taken that k cube is this much. K means cube root over cube root over 1 by t power 6 plus 1 plus c. Okay. Now again, if you take LCM there, LCM is t power 6. So cube root t power 6 means minus 1 by 2 into, this is cube root over 1 plus t power 6 upon cube root t power 6 means that is the t square plus c. T square plus c. So initially we have taken the value of the t is sin x. Value of the t is sin x. So if you compare this with this, tell me what is f of x? F of x is what? Compare this with this. What is f of x?
Minus 1 by 2 sine cube x.
Minus 1 by 2 sin square theta or sin square x. And what is the value of the lambda? Lambda is, that is the whole power 1 by
3.
lambda. 3. Lambda is equal to 3. Now we have to find lambda times f of pi by 3 we have to find it. Where lambda is 3 into f of pi by 3. Sin pi by 3 if I substitute it, what is the sin 60 is root 3 by 2 whole square means 3 by 4. 2 into 3 by 4 which is 3 by 2 minus 1 upon 3 by 2 which is 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Therefore the answer is minus 2. This is answer for it. Okay. So here the problem is not tough, it is easy, but only thing is that we should get an idea and a little bit logic will be there in this problem, because the GMAIN no question will be asked in the direct. So somewhat compulsory indirect questions only will be there. So this is also the problem which were asked in the GMAIN 2019. Okay, take that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, look at the next problem. Observe the next problem, which is integral 1 upon x square minus 2x plus 10 whole power 2 dx. Whole power 2 dx is equal to, so we have to simplify this problem. Tell me what we can do here.
Perfect square format.
Yeah, okay. 1 upon x square minus 2x plus 10. How can you write this? X square minus 2x plus 10. Plus 10, I will write 1 plus 9. 10 will write 1 plus 9. Then x square minus 2x plus 1, we can write x minus 1 whole square. X minus 1 whole square plus, there will be 9. 9 means we can write the 3 square. Whole square is the dx. Okay. Now, to simplify this, so whenever any function is in the format of a square plus x square form, a square plus x square, that may be within the root or without the root or inside of any other power. X square plus a square format, if we find any function, take that x is equal to a tan theta. X is equal to a tan theta, we will take it. Here in the place of x, there is an x minus 1. So we will take that x minus 1 is equal to 3 tan theta, we will take it. If that x minus 1 is equal to 3 tan theta, if you differentiate it, dx is equal to 3 secant square theta d theta upon x minus 1, that is 3 tan theta whole square, that is 9 tan square theta, plus 3 square means that is a 9 whole square will be there, d theta. Okay. Now, it is integral 3 upon, from these two take the 9 common, 9 square means 81 will come out. Remaining is 1 plus tan square theta, which is secant square theta, whole square means secant power 4 theta. And here secant square theta will be there, d theta. Okay. Now 3 27s are gets cancelled, means we have 1 by 27, and here secant square theta gets cancelled, remaining is 1 by secant square theta. 1 by secant square theta means we can write cos square theta d theta. Okay. Now from the trigonometry we know the formula for 2 cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta is there. 2 cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta, that formula we know it. So here we want the 2 which is not there, multiply and divided by 2. So if you multiply and divided by 2, now this is 1 by 54 integral. It becomes 2 cos square theta d theta. 2 cos square theta, we can write 1 plus cos 2 theta d theta. Like that we can write it. Now we can integrate this, which is 1 by 54 integral 1 d theta, which is theta, plus integral cos 2 theta is sin 2 theta by 2 plus t. This is the integration of that. Finally, we have to convert everything in terms of the x. So that's why it is 1 by 54 into theta plus sin 2 theta. We can write 2 sin theta cos theta upon 2, means which is sin theta into cos theta plus t. Okay. Now from this we have taken that x minus 1 is equal to 3 tan theta. So from this tan theta is equal to x minus 1 by 3. So therefore it is 1 by 54 into theta. Theta means tan inverse of x minus 1 by 3. Tan inverse of x minus 1 by 3 plus there is a sin theta into cos theta. What is the value of the sin theta then? For finding the sin theta, take the rectangle triangle for the angle theta. Tan means opposite by adjacent side. Then the hypotenuse will use under root x minus 1 whole square plus 3 square. So that is, this is only we are getting. We simplify that. This is the quadratic equation only we are getting if we simplify that. So this is, we are getting that x square minus 2x plus 10. That is the hypotenuse. Now the sin theta means x minus 1 by this. Cos theta means 3 by this. If you multiply them, x minus 1 upon this into 3 upon this, that is 3 into x minus 1 by x square minus 2x plus 10, we will get it. So this is the answer for it, plus c. Okay. So x minus 1 upon root over this, and cos theta means 3 upon root over this. Root into root means the root gets cancelled. So this is the final answer for it. Okay. So sometimes in the examination they may not ask like this. So they will give this on the LHS, that is f of x into or some k into tan inverse of that plus f of x upon this. So what is f of x and what is the k? Like that they mark the problem. Okay, take that. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Next, look at the next problem. Just observe this. It is the integral e power secant x into secant x tan x into f of x plus secant x into tan x plus secant square x dx. Secant square x dx is equal to e power secant x into f of x plus c. then what is f of x? Look at the problem. Integral e power secant x into tan x into f of x plus secant x into tan x plus secant square x dx is equal to e power secant x into f of x plus t. Then what is the function f of x? Tell me, give an idea what we can do here. We have to find the f of x. What we can do? Just observe this. For finding that, what we will do is we will differentiate with respect to x on both sides. So differentiating with respect to the x, if you differentiate it, then derivative and integration gets cancelled. Remaining is e power secant x into secant x tan x into f of x plus, so multiply all these three terms by the e power secant x. So it is e power secant x into tan x plus e power secant x into secant square x is equal to, if you differentiate on the RHS side, here you have to apply UV. In that, rather than f of x as it is, then if you differentiate e power secant x, whose derivative is e power secant x into, again secant x derivative is that secant x into tan x into f of x plus. Now rather than the e power secant x as it is, the derivative of the f of x is f dash x plus c derivative is 0. So we will differentiate that function with respect to the x on both the sides, and this is what we are getting. Then here this first term is getting cancelled on both the sides. This term is getting cancelled. From the remaining term, I can divide it by e power secant x. Then we are getting f dash x is equal to secant x into tan x plus secant square x. This is remaining. So f dash x is this much. Now integrate it on both sides. If integrate it on both sides, then it is integral secant x into tan x plus integral secant square x, we will get it. Okay. Now we know that integral f dash x, which is f of x, is equal to integral secant x into tan x, which is secant x, plus integral secant square x, which is tan x plus c. So this is the function f of x. Okay. So sometimes for finding this value of the c, they also may give one more condition. Suppose f of 0 is equal to 0. If they are given, if the x equal to 0, f of 0, which is 0, secant 0, which is 1, plus tan 0 is 0 plus c. Means c value is equal to -1. You will substitute the c value there, you will find the value of f of x. Okay. For finding that value of the c, they will give the different conditions. Sometimes you can apply that condition. You can also find the value of the c. That value of the c can substitute here. Okay. Take the problem. So all these problems were asked in the GMAIN 2019.